Here's a few tips about reviewing your pricing. Pricing reviews should be done fairly regularly. You want to make sure that your firms or your business's profit margins are robust as they can be. So here's a few tips for looking at, here's a few tips to think about when increasing your pricing. Firstly, review profit by customer or client or staff or product or service line, and understanding where the best margins are, and if any of those are looking like they could do some improvement, thinking about your pricing on that particular product line or service line or staff member. Don't forget to benchmark your price. Okay, there's a market price for most things. And so the question is, what do your competitors charge? Are you getting too far ahead of the curve, or possibly more likely, are you underpricing compared to your competitors? This is especially true for international businesses. With the state of the Australian dollar versus, say, the US dollar, you might find your prices are relatively cheap compared to a US dollar price and a competitor based in, say, the US or Europe. So compare your pricing, but don't forget to make sure you also do that in terms of other currencies as well. Simplify your pricing and standardise where you can. This is important too, because complex pricing structures are really difficult for customers to understand, and to be fair, they're really difficult for you as a business owner to understand as well. So make the pricing structure as simple and as easy to understand as possible. Then when it's decided on pricing changes, make sure you communicate the pricing change with confidence. It's a thing that we go through every year, is making sure that we review our pricing, review our fees for our clients, and communicate that directly with the clients. I do it by phone call, we sit down, we talk through the pricing, we talk through the scope, we talk through what we're going to deliver, and it gives us an opportunity to discuss with the clients what's going to look like in the coming year. It also gives us an opportunity to talk to our clients about changes in their business and things that they might need, but just as importantly, things that they may not need going forward. If you're in the business of selling widgets, part of this might be an email out to your client base. If you're a retail style business or a B2C style business, emailing out to your clients, explaining why your price increases is important. Software companies do this quite regularly. I know as a big user of software ourselves in our firm, we regularly get emails from our software providers saying their prices are up by 8%, 20% plus sometimes. So explaining those price increases is important. Where you can, maybe offer some pricing discounts or maybe offer some other pricing options. You don't want to necessarily lose clients because your prices are going up. Perhaps for some clients, they need a simplified product or a simplified service offering from you. They don't need all the bells and whistles. Sometimes it's a matter of, well, we can offer you the same price, but this level of service, or the product we're giving you today is an improvement on what you've got, and here are the features, and maybe perhaps explaining those features to the client. But either way, communication in pricing is essential. And here's a bonus tip. Make sure you put your pricing reviews into your calendar and have it done at least every 6 to 12 months. Sit down, make it a firm day and time of the year. June is a great time to do this, and perhaps coming into December. Both those times of year are great times of year to think about your pricing and what it's going to look like for the coming financial year. This has been James at JD Scott & Co. Till next time. Cheers.